among all this kind of debate and commentary about AGI, ASI in the wake of O3, there was a post from an OpenAI employee that actually jumped out to us as really particularly interesting on what we can expect because of this technology. So this came from Yo Shavit, who is a frontier AI safety policy lead at OpenAI. And he posted on X, quote, "Now that everyone knows about O3 and imminent AGI is considered plausible, I'd like to walk through some of the AI policy implications I see." And so he outlines this pretty fleshed out argument, stating very briefly the following observations. First, everyone will probably have access to some version of ASI if we reach it. Second, if we do, the corporate tax rate is about to become very, very important because the economy will essentially be dominated by AI agents that do labor that is owned by companies. Third, in this scenario, in his opinion, AI should not be able to own assets because they might, if they could, fully wrest control of the economy and society from humans. Four, laws around compute and who controls it literally become critical as a way to regulate rogue AI elements and agents. There's no way, as he says, to put an AI agent, quote, in jail. And number five, as Shavit writes it, quote, "Technical alignment of AGI is the ballgame. With it, AI agents will pursue our goals and look out for our interests, even as more and more of the economy begins to operate outside direct human oversight." So, Paul, the third topic today that basically sounds like science fiction, but based on who's saying it, it sounds like we also need to take it seriously.
So yeah, each one of these we could just do a whole episode on. So I'm actually going to follow this one up with another thread from head of mission alignment at OpenAI, Joshua Akium, and we'll put the link in here. I'm just going to read his thread real quick because I think it sort of encapsulates the moment a little better than I maybe could. And I think it's notable how many different people at OpenAI are very publicly starting to share this stuff. I don't think that's by accident, and I don't see it as a PR ploy in any way. I think they have all seen something we have not had access to yet, and they are very confident. They truly believe what they're saying publicly now, which means AGI in their mind is very near, and they seriously are considering the implications beyond that. So again, this is going to be from Joshua Akium, head of mission alignment, OpenAI. The world isn't grappling enough with the seriousness of AI and how it will upend or negate a lot of the assumptions many seemingly robust equilibria are based upon. Domestic politics, international politics, market efficiency, the rate of change of technological process, social graphs, the emotional dependency of people on other people, how we live, how healthy we are, our ability to use technology to change our bodies and minds. Every single facet of the human experience is going to be impacted. It is extremely strange to me that more people are not aware or interested or even fully believe in the kind of changes that are likely to begin this decade and continue well through the century. It will not be an easy century. It will be a turbulent one. If we get it right, the joy, fulfillment, and prosperity will be unimaginable. We might fail to get it right if we don't approach the challenge head on. It feels outside of the Overton window right now to suggest that so much change could happen very quickly, or even to realistically grapple with what those changes might entail. It is too easy to say the present is more urgent and more real. Quick side note, Overton window refers to the range of ideas or policies that are considered acceptable or mainstream in public discourse at a given time. He continues, nonetheless, change is coming. It will be reflected first in the prices of goods and labor. It will force changes in strategy in businesses, institutions of all kinds, and countries. Then it will force changes in philosophy. What are we here for? Why do we do the things we do? If everything we care about is automatable, what is our role in the world? We'll have to tell a new story for a new age. Some of the timeless stories, how we are driven by curiosity, by love, by the human spirit, will remain unchanged, but everything else will be replaced by questions that need new answers. I don't know what the future will bring, but my enduring belief is that humanity is beautiful, flaws and all, and the future we build should somehow cherish the human heart. I That's beautiful. Like, I think that it's how I've felt for, like, the last decade, that I just don't understand why more people aren't, like, having a sense of urgency to solve for this. It's how I feel. I've mentioned many times on the show, it's how I feel about economists. Like, why aren't we being more urgent in our pursuit of what future paths could look like?
Mm.
And so I think it stresses the importance of policy, of governance, of laws and regulations, of thinking through the impacts on different sectors. And it's just absolutely critical. And again, like, it's, I see it increasingly as part of our role on this show, is to try and call attention to these topics and to hopefully inspire people across different sectors to kind of pull their thread on the AI topic, and really start pursuing answers, and I guess even start asking the hard questions about their industry, their career, their profession, their community. And so, again, a lot more this year to come on these topics, because I think it's where the conversation is heading.
Yeah, and I would just add to that based on some of the conversations we've had with our audience, comments I've seen online, like, it's understandable, but it seems like a lot of people are waiting for permission to
Yeah.
go engage with this technology or need some type of, obviously everyone needs guidance, but I see so many people that are like, well, can I do this? Can I do that? You can go explore this technology on your own, and nobody has all the answers or the guidebook. So it's really imperative as many people as possible, as many perspectives as possible get involved.
Yep. Yeah, and it's gonna be a bit taboo, honestly. Like, if you start talking about super intelligence to, like, your friends or even your coworkers, they might think you're nuts. But I don't know, like, we have to push the conversation forward. Like, we need people to be paying attention and to be starting to take action. I've said it before, I'll say it again, like, I think we still have time. Like, I think we have time to solve for this. I think we have time to affect a positive outcome in our businesses, in our industries, in our careers, and, across society. But the time is moving faster. Like, we
Mm.
have to take action this year, and we have to start asking the hard questions, and pursuing. We're not going to have the answers, but at least pursuing different paths of possible outcomes so that we're ready, depending on how quickly this technology moves throughout society.